If you have an ad that generated most of your revenue but suddenly stopped performing, this video is for you. Because in this video I'll explain how to detect ad fatigue in advance, how to prevent it, and how to solve it and bring your old winning ad back, if it has already happened. My name is William and I've generated over 10 million in sales for 7- and 8-figure e-commerce brands with performance creatives and meta ad systems. With that having said, let's dive in. So first of all, the best indicator to detect ad fatigue is the frequency metric. The frequency will show you how often the same person was targeted by a campaign, ad set, or ad that you're running. Every single ad that you're running has its own ideal audience, as the algorithm optimizes every single ad on just a fraction of the audience that you might target. Now, as you scale more and more, Facebook will reach out to more and more people that this ad might work for and convert them. Now, in this process of scaling, ad fatigue can happen because at some point the ad will, even if it doesn't reach your whole audience that might buy from you, it will reach all the prospects within your ideal audience that might convert from this ad. And when that happens and you keep increasing the budgets or keep spending on that ad, Facebook will just show the ad more frequently to the same people instead of reaching out to new people. So this is where frequency will shoot up. Ideally, if you're running a top of funnel ad that's not burning out, your frequency is between 1 and 2. Now, if you're running a middle of funnel ad or bottom of funnel ad, of course, the frequency will be higher because the audience that will actually react to the more salesy middle of funnel and bottom of funnel approach is much more limited. So this is why you will see a higher frequency on those ads, and that is normal. But if you're spending, let's say, 10,000 per day or more, and you see that your top of funnel ads start to have a frequency of, let's say, 2.5 or 3 point something or 4 point something, that's an indicator for the fact that your winning ad might burn out soon. You'll also notice that while the frequency increases, your unique outbound click-through rate, so basically how many people of the people who get to see your ad click on it, will decrease. This happens because all of those people are already used to your ad. They know the hook, they know what will come after that, so they just start ignoring it. It's basically just pattern recognition. So if you see those two indicators, high frequency and decreasing click-through rate, your ad is fatiguing and you need to find new winners to keep that ad spend level. Now, I also see that some brands think they have ad fatigue when they actually haven't, and they switch off ads too soon. For example, if you see that the frequency stays the same, the click-through rate stays the same, but for some reason your ROAS and your sales go down, it doesn't mean your ad has fatigue because the metrics, click-through rate and frequency, say actually something different. In that case, you want to analyze the funnel and see exactly what metric got worse and where the drop-off is, basically where you have to fix your funnel. Now, as you already know how to judge whether it's ad fatigue or not ad fatigue, let's talk about how you can actually fix it if it's ad fatigue. So the lowest hanging fruit is something very simple. You can actually just go ahead, duplicate your winning ad, and then change the ad text. You want to make sure that the new ad text appeals to a different kind of audience. And in some cases, this will already change the Facebook algorithm optimization and help you recover the performance of that winning ad because it will reach out to different people. Now, the second way and longer lasting way is actually iterating your winning ad. See, as ad fatigue happens when Facebook thinks they can't reach out to any more people that will get hooked with your hook and that will convert, you can just take another hook and combine it with the body of your winning ad. That will lead to two things. First of all, the people that got used to your hook and just ignore it and scroll past it won't do it anymore because they don't recognize it. They will actually consciously pay attention to your ad again and not skip it unconsciously because they don't know the hook. And after that, it can just go over into the same body and selling your product again. Make sure that the hook actually takes a somewhat different angle and reaches out to another segment of your audience. That way you will make sure that your iteration actually lasts long. Again, based on the frequency metric, you can determine if it was successful and the ad reaches out to another segment of your audience, if the frequency is low, or if it's not the case and the frequency stays high. Now, the third way to fix ad fatigue is actually the one that costs the most effort, but also can perform the best and is the longest lasting way. And that is not just trying to make a similar ad, but actually identify what the winning messaging is. Now, you can take that messaging and say it in a way that a different segment of your audience gets hooked, or just take the messaging and express it in different formats. For example, if it was a video, you want to test the same angle and messaging in a static creative or in a newsletter style creative. There are many possibilities. That will help you create way more winners based on just one winner. Now, to do that, you and your team, of course, need the required marketing fundamentals knowledge. So if you want actually someone to do that well for you and to make ads that scale and reduce your NCCPA, click the link below and my team and me might help you with that. And if for whatever reason you aren't ready yet, check out this video where I'm breaking down the exact Facebook creative ad strategy that has generated 8 figures revenue for my clients. Keep scaling, see you on the other side.